Greetings to all. I am Dr. Ashok Kumar Katta, Department MBA Vistas, Semester 2, Program MBA, Subject Operations Management. Today, the topic for the presentation is on supply chain management. Here we can find out what is supply chain management and how effectively the supply chain management will be working. In what way the supply chain management will have interconnectivity with production department, purchase department, inventory department at the organization. We should know the supply chain management from the starting role from the supplier to the end of the customers. Everywhere the supply chain management will be taking a vital role. Here the supply chain management is the integration of activities that procure materials and services, transform them into intermediate goods and the final product and delivery them to customers. By seeing the code, we can able to understand supply chain management is integral part of everywhere the activities of manufacturing, sales of the product in the market. Everywhere there is a importance of the supply chain management. When you see that SCM versus the traditional purchasing. In the traditional purchasing method also, the companies what they will do, whoever supplying the material with the least lowest cost, they will give highest priority for them for delivering of the products. Here we need to see about not only by the cost and how accurately they are delivering to us. But when it comes to the current scenario of SCM versus the traditional purchasing focus on initial cost element, because if you are able to minimize the cost on purchasing or the transportation, indirectly that will show to decide a very good prices to deliver the products in the market. Here the SCM is focused on total cost of ownership. Traditional purchasing is also tries to negotiate the prices that is best for the purchaser. Here the supply chain management focuses on negotiating a prices that is the best for the entire supply chain management, because when we are negotiating with the traditional supplier, they will be come up with a good price. Moreover, nowadays there is a competitive world, they are also giving some kind of advances, discounts for transferring of a good qualitative materials to the inventory department or whatever department is required material for procurement. Here we can find out the entire the flow, the schedule of supply chain management. In the first picture we can find out the farm, hops, grains. Here there is a starting point of the machinery is taking place to collect a raw materials from an agricultural or agri-crop land. The moment when they collected it, they are transferring into the food grains, that is the processing units. The processing units will be make sure to make the products ready for consumption. When the product manufacturing and everything was ready, which is directly move on to the shopping malls or to the outlets. Here the outlets are they ready to sell their product. Here also you can find out the can manufacturing. Here they were talking about S3, S2, S1. Finally it is directing the can manufacturing. Here these people also they were getting some kind of input material from the supplier. Ultimately they were manufacturing it, transferring to the sales showroom. In the third picture also like bottle manufacturing. Here also S3, S2, S1. Here S3, S2, S1 was stands Tier 3 suppliers, Tier 2 suppliers, Tier 1 suppliers. So the suppliers are providing the input material when you are manufacturing of your product. Based on those input materials, we are manufacturing it. Ultimately, we are deciding the prices of the product, what is the best cost can be given to the customers. Based on that, from the retail outlet to which is moving on to the distributor. So here Breware we are going to consider not a retail outlet, they are also to be like a some kind of agents. Now agent to move on to the distributors. Distributors are they are make it as packing everything. Then finally which is moving on to the various showrooms. From showroom to ultimately the finished product was received by the customers. Here the product or the supply of material cannot be moved by they themselves. There should be some kind of intermediaries in the name of logistics, supply chain. And these people only to moving all your products to the next level or the next whoever the required the products. They were transferring it, relatively they are extending their support. Here scheduling, orders and cash flow, market research data, designing data which is directly indirectly will be influencing on your supply chain management. Here certain key issues in supply chain: globalization, customer preferences, market growth. Now we can see raw material was moving on to the suppliers. Suppliers they were carry forward to the manufacturing companies. They were converting the entire raw material into a finished product by using a strong distribution system, transferring to the customers. Customers are they started to buy and they were discussing about the product related or the institution whoever producing of this product or services, relatively they are talking about SWOT analysis. Supply chain management, the important decisions. First one, supply chain strategy, planning, operations. Every supply chain or every manufacturer, they will have their own strategy for success of their network. When the strategy was worked out, then they will be getting very good returns in throughout the year. Strategy relatively, they need to have a strong coordinative planning system. This planning also will be helpful for the development of the entire institute. Last one, supply chain operations. In the point of the supply chain operations, we are moving our operational activities, the regular duties are carry forwarding from inventory, purchase and any other department by directly, because there is no question of indirect participation of the supply chain. Directly they are bringing all the resources to the manufacturing plant. When you are done, your finished goods also to be carry forward or transferring to the ultimately the companies. Here the important components we need to be keep it in our mind, that is all the time should have a strong planning where the sourcing of material and how old the supply chains in the market, what they are making it, how they are going to delivering it, if in case any kind of problems are there for the customers, how they are responding it, because we cannot able to go directly pick up by the product being a manufacturer. There should be some kind of intervention of the logistics. They will deliver to you the product simultaneously. If you found any kind of drawbacks or setbacks in the product, then relatively you are going to be returning, that will be ultimately reaching to the manufacturers. This is a continuous cyclical process which is following by not only by one company or not only by the one sector. This is suitable for all the domains, all the kind of sector. You may be in supply chain, you may be talking about automobile industry or service sector, agriculture sector, everywhere, everyone which is going to play a vital role in effective development of your supply chain networks. Thank you.